Good morning, children. So, today's topic is about natural disasters. So, once I'll read, then we'll go with the explanation. Natural disasters. Please take page number 17 and look into your books, everyone. Natural disasters. A disaster is a calamity or mishap on a large scale that affects a lot of people. It is caused by different forces of nature and also by human beings. Natural disasters are extreme and sudden events caused by environmental factors that injure human beings and damage properties. Earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, cyclones, etc. are some of the natural disasters. Earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden and violent movement within the earth which is followed by a series of tremors or shaking of the ground. Sometimes the tremors are very violent. These can be the cause of uprooting trees, collapsing buildings, bridges, and roads. The source or the point of origin of an earthquake lies inside the earth and is called focus. The point of the earth's surface directly above the focus of the earthquake is called epicenter. This is the place where the effect of the earthquake is the greatest one. The study of earthquake is called seismology. Next page. The study of earthquake is called seismology. An instrument called a seismograph determines the strength of an earthquake. A scale that measures the intensity of the earthquake is called Richter scale. Volcano. A volcano is a mountain with a vent through which molten rocks from the interior of the earth are erupted to the surface. The liquid or molten rock inside the earth is called magma. Once magma erupts to the surface of the earth by the volcanic eruption, it is called lava. Flowing lava is very hot and it burns whatever comes in its path. Ash and gases also come out during the volcanic eruptions. An active volcano is one that erupts regularly, such as Mount Etna in Italy. A dormant volcano is one which has not erupted for long time. This volcano is called sleeping volcano. A volcano is said to be extinct. It has yes, not erupted during recorded history. Mount Pope in Myanmar is an example of extinct volcano. Next, tsunami. Next page. A tsunami is a huge ocean wave caused by an underwater earthquake or volcanic eruption. The tsunami cannot be seen clearly in deep water, but when it approaches the land, it becomes a wall of water towering 10 to 15 meters above the surface. The waves destroy everything in its path. A tsunami in 2014 caused by an earthquake in the Indian Ocean. Many people of Tamil Nadu and Kerala died in this disaster. Cyclone. A cyclone is especially strong storm. It consists of rotating winds that moves at a high speed. The cyclone travels at a great speed and is always accompanied by heavy rain. It causes great destructions by uprooting trees, electric poles, etc., and also rips off roofs from the houses. So, natural disasters. Coming to the topic, natural disasters. What is a natural disaster? It is a mishap or calamity on a large scale that affects a lot of people. And it is caused by the nature and sometimes human beings also responsible for the disasters. Please everyone sit in your place and listen. Yes. Yes, see. It is caused by different forces of nature. Okay, if it is causing in the nature, then it is called as natural disaster. But if it is a man-made, then it is called as human being, which is made by the human being. The disaster which is made by the human being. Now, coming to natural disasters are extreme and sudden events caused by the environmental factors. Okay, it is a disaster which is caused by the environmental factors. The factors may be like cyclone, volcanoes, earthquakes, whatever it may be. It is taking in the nature. And due to this disaster, what's happening? There is a lot of damage to the human beings and even the property also. And these are of different types like earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, cyclones, etc. These are some of the natural disasters. Not only this, landslides, okay, cloudburst. These are all different types of natural disasters. Now coming to the first one, that is earthquake. Earthquake means a sudden violent movement in the earth. If it is a sudden violent movement in the earth, completely the area will be destructed and everything will be burst open. An earthquake is a sudden and violent movement within the earth which is followed by a series of tremors or shaking of the ground. So it is taking place inside the earth actually, but the effect is more on the ground. So it starts inside the earth and it comes towards it raises up and comes towards the earth, and it is very very serious that uh, shaking of the ground takes place. Yes, the sudden violent movement, and this is called as earthquake. Sometimes the tremors are very violent that they can damage anything. Tremors means shakings. Okay, sometimes the tremors are very violent. These can be the causes of uprooting, collapse. Yes, uprooting trees, collapsing buildings, bridges, and even roads also. So if an earthquake occurs, so this is this much serious actions or this much serious disasters takes place like that. You can see in the first picture completely buildings are collapsed, everything with the complete buildings are collapsed. And in the second picture you can see bridges. So these are the types of bridges, they are collapsing. Then comes roads, complete destruction of roads. Now, coming to earthquake, actually, what is this earthquake? The source or the point of origin that lies inside the earth is called focus. Means wherever the earthquake is starting inside the earth, that place is called focus. And the point on the earth surface directly above the focus is called epicenter. Means simple ma. Wherever it is starting, it is called focus. Wherever the earthquake is very serious on the land area, on the surface area, it is called as epicenter. So the place of origin means where the earthquake has took place, where it started, that place is called focus, and where it ended, maybe on the ground, that is called as epicenter. So epicenter is a place where the effect of earthquake will be very effective, very great, very more. Why? Because focus is the starting point and epicenter is the ending point. So towards the ending point, the earthquake is very serious. So epicenter is the place where the effect of the earthquake is very greater. And the study of earthquake is called as seismology. Means the persons or the people who study about these earthquakes, this study is called seismology. Completely this seismology tells about like how the earthquakes takes place, where they takes place, the point, the origin, the end, everything, that is called seismology. Next, an instrument called seismograph is used to identify or determine the strength of the earthquake, and the scale that tells about the intensity of the earthquake is called Richter scale. Now coming to the next one, that is volcano. Volcano is very very dangerous thing. It is a mountain or a vent opening through which molten rocks from the interior of the earth are erupted and comes out with a huge bursting. Okay, so actually it starts in the interior of the mountain and it comes and bursts towards the outside. A volcano is a mountain with an opening where the molten rocks inside the earth, okay, it starts inside the earth and erupts to the surface. So the liquid molten rock which is present inside the earth is called magma. And the see, there are 2 points here you have to keep in your mind. One is magma and the other one is lava. What is magma? What is lava? See here. The liquid molten rock inside the earth is called magma. So whatever the liquid molten rock is there, no, that one inside the earth, that is called magma. Once the magma comes out, okay, see here children, once the magma comes out to the surface of the earth, it is called lava. You have to keep this in very, very clearly in your mind. You should not confuse between magma and lava. Magma means molten rock inside the earth. Molten rock inside the earth is called magma. And once the magma erupts outside to the surface, it is called lava. And magma is inside the mountain, lava is on the top of the earth. So like this, you can see here. See here, magma chamber down. Then these are the vents. Vents means openings which are coming through. Okay, this magma comes with a very high force and come out and burst. And after coming out, that is called as lava. And flowing lava is very hot and it burns everything which comes in its to path. Okay, this lava is very hot and very red color, so it burns everything. So whatever comes to its path, it burns. Ash and gas also come out during the volcanic eruption. See how it is burning everything which is coming on its way. Okay, and now coming to the types of volcanoes. An active volcano. So there are three types of volcanoes. Active volcano, dormant volcano, extinct volcano. Active volcano means which is very active and throughout its lifetime it's going on showing its effect. So that is called as an active volcano. So an active volcano is one that erupts regularly. Example, Mount Etna in Italy. And dormant, so this is Mount Etna in Italy, ma'am. These pictures are real Mount Etna in Italy. Next coming this one. Dormant volcano is one which has not erupted for a long time, and Mount Rainier in USA. So this is Mount Rainier. It is also called as sleeping volcano because till now it did not erupt and it did not do any destructions. So that's the reason it is called as a sleeping volcano. And next coming to extinct volcano. Extinct means already it has not appeared till its records. Okay, volcano is said to be extinct if it is not erupted during its records. And Mount Pope in Myanmar. So this mountain you can see on the screen. This is Mount Pope in Myanmar. It does not erupt till now. So this is the example of extinct volcano. Okay, children, right? Next two are there, tsunami and cyclone. So I'll explain you. Okay, because already it's 9:42.